Pounders, welcome back. Today, we're going to be ripping a $5 puppy, trying to turn this into 100K cold cash. Before we do, we have to give out a big thanks to everyone that hit a like on the last video. We did hit 100 likes before we got off the live stream, which is crazy for May. And we are giving away a free month of best ball overlay. And we're going to try this duck race. I haven't done the duck race yet. I may have lost everyone's name, so I might have to type it in again. Not gonna lie. So let me start by just ripping the duck race here. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of the best ball overlay website. It's going to include a little bit of everything. You're going to be able to see your single stacks, your double stacks, your triples, how many teams you're doing it with, and just more information about how you're drafting to make sure that you're basically happy with it by the end of the year. You know what you're doing by the end of the season. That's really the biggest thing, is as you're drafting teams, you just sort of lose track of your combos, what playoff games you're stacking, the whole nine. Your drafting tendencies of where you're going heavy receiver versus tight end, QB, the different pockets you're hitting. Your playoff stacks, again, main stacks and mini stacks. You can break this up to make it big, and you can check what those combinations are, which is really cool. Your roster construction builds, keeping track of what percent you're going 2583, 2673, and this is all going to be available in a couple of days. Josh is making the finishing touches on the website, and this is going to be pushed out to all of you guys. Now let's I'm gonna have to do this manually. Here we go. We're doing the duck games, and I haven't done this before. So let's do 14. There was 14 names, and I'm gonna have to rip the names in the bucket here. Edit list. I should have copy pasted just in case I lost it, and of course I with it. We just can't. No, I can't do a duck race. Kinda wanted anything. It was a me thing. Start with people rushing to comment on the last video. It's too late. It's too late. Seth Wabi, CUNDV, TKEL, OTS. This is plus EV. 1 out of 14 chance to win a free month of best ball overlay is freeze for me, man. So if you guys forgot to leave a comment, RIP. You could always get into the next one. There will be more. There will be more. Maybe we hit 100 likes on this stream. I doubt it, because it's a different time for us. We're not really used to doing the dinner stream, so we might throw some people off. But shout out to you guys rocking with me today. Ooh, Mike Groff, not Griff. All right, and then C Money in the house. Done. List of 14. Let's set this for 30 seconds. Set. Start. Good luck. Just had to be a duck race. What's up, fools? What's up, baby? Chat in the house. Bindies. JT said he's oiling up the sniper. Please don't snipe me. Y'all gonna see a crazy video this weekend where I just got destroyed. TB Bucks in the lead. You never want an early lead from what I've seen here. C Money. Oh, someone's flying. Pep. Mike from the top ropes. No way. All right. Mike is our winner. Shout out to you, bro. Hit me up on Discord. I'll throw the link in the chat. The link's in the description. You can also hit me up on the Twitter machine, and we'll get you your free month of best ball overlay. Congrats, man. That's hilarious. All right. Yeah, shout out to Josh, man. He has been in the lab. The site will be mobile compatible, not the extension. Obviously, yeah, the extension for the Underdog app, that's more so a iOS thing where it just iOS does not like it. Does not like it at all. Just too many restrictions there. So we will be pushing this out relatively soon and let the games begin with the portfolios. Absolutely crazy. I I need to dig into my own portfolio. It's gonna take me hours. But post NFL draft, I'm just showing these. You can split it out by contest too, just to show the BBMs. Um, 19 drafts here. Look at the double. Look at my number one double here. Just a couple though. Taj Brooks, T. Higgs, Joe Burrow. Is that the recipe? Is that what you need to win the season? I'm hoping we get some positive coach speak on Taj Brooks because there's only so much Chase Brown that I want this year. So we'll see. 2 out of 12, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10 for the puppy. Officially 76.7% full. Absolute savages. Absolute savages. We're on draft. What? We've done quite a bit of these. We've done 55 of them. So we'll probably get to 60 by the time this fills. That's probably where we land here. That's where we land. This is the best part. It's flatter than normal contests. 1/10 of the prize pool to first, but then it doesn't drop off that much. So really, really thick prizes up top. We did sneak into a draft. Of course, we will not be drafting from the one spot because Underdog doesn't want us to be happy. 4% Chase Brown or Jamar Chase, and it's just going down every day. Just going down every day. Shout out to Frank in the 4 spot. I want to say Professor is with us in the live stream. I could be wrong. And shout out to Deludo in the 12 hole. Macman might be in here. Let me know where you guys are drafting from. If you guys are just lurking. And let's let the games begin. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, been a minute. Appreciate you coming out, Alex, man. I know I'm usually doing the late night stream. That is going to change as my baby leave has just officially ended. So we'll still get a late night stream here and there, but it's not going to be the freaking 3 days a week like it was, which was a lot of fun. And I definitely took advantage of it for as long as it lasted. New to the stream, love it so far. Does it work with mobile? Can't find tools that do. Yeah, so like you won't be able to get the playoff stacks and your percents on screen just due to iOS. But crazy advantage, even just being on desktop. Like you don't have to be on desktop every single time you draft, but to see where your exposures are every couple drafts or every 10 drafts or so. And I won't do a BBM where I'm maxing it. I won't do a BBM off PC. Might sound a little sticklerish, but 37.50 to invest into that contest. I want to make sure I'm as intentional as possible with every single one. But yeah, you'll be able to get on the website on your phone, and Josh is a master making that look clean. East Coast, let's go. Same here. David's at the 1. Alex is at the 11. I thought Alex's name looked familiar. I thought Doctor looked familiar too. Let's go. David Russell. What's up, baby? Just like take Genty. Okay, cool. Let's even these out a little bit. 5.6% Amon-Ra, 12% Nico Collins. Let's make the switch right here to Amon-Ra. And then the tool updates our most common stacks with Amon-Ra. Crazy that I only have 1 out of 5 teams that has Goff. So obviously he will be one of our high prio targets for this team. Let's see what comes back around here. Curious. Henry? No Henry teams. No Anchan teams. Doesn't matter which way we want to go. Let's go Henry here. Let's go Henry in the spot. Seen people get a little worried on Henry. Know some slip into 16, 17 in some rooms. I think from what we learned from last year, still going to want your 5-6% safety blanket if you're not all in on him. And we know he's a part-time guy, and it's more so it's a play that the game script has to be right. However, for Baltimore to have the lead, that game script usually happens. So I expect Baltimore to be good again this year, and and they're probably going to win an easy 13 games. So just got to sort of mix Henry in. We're at 6.7%. Seems like a good spot where it'll be our first Amon-Ra Henry team. What's up, Chad? What's up, Chad? Came in to hit the like and make Pat draft another team. I appreciate you, bro. You missed the duck race, yeah. They're predictable. It's like if whoever's in the lead just never wins. Just doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Here we go with the double stack Cincy with the Arizona bring back. I see you. I see you. We're starting to learn these week 17 matchups. It's a lot easier when they're on the screen for you to learn them. I wouldn't mind in a little Addison. Pick 58 is a common spot for Addison as well. Curious. Okay, so we have two of our 5 teams do have Addison. How about the Hawk though? No stacks with the Hawk. Couple with Aaron Jones. All right. Oh. Are they gonna? Yeah. I mean, we get a couple picks of ADP value on Devontae Adams, who's just sort of been slowly creeping up the board. We'll take him as our second wide receiver here. And then we'll see what DeLuto and Mac want to do. We have 2 pounders to our right, which never usually feels good. All right, we do get DJ Moore, someone I think is going to continue to rise up as people panicked a little too early. We found out where his rock bottom was. It was like 41.2, and now he's starting to rise back up. We started to buy when he slipped into the 40s. And I want to make sure I continue to add shares in or near the 40s when I can. Killer duck race. Shout out to Mike, man. Hit me up on Discord or on Twitter and we'll get you set up, my man. Congrats. Ooh, do you prefer that Arizona Cincy stack or Chase T McBride? There's a lot of options around that turn to stack it. Yeah, that will obviously be the most common one, is like a Chase McBride combination. And bringing up Chase Brown just because of his ADP being at 30, 31, it's going to be less owned. And then he brings in Marv too, which is interesting. You can't always get McBride. So when he does fall, I think it's worth adding the Chase McBride. But not a bad option here and a fun start for sure. You're only pushing Chase Brown above 2 RBs. So you can basically put them in the same tier. Basically. Josh Jacobs does seem a little more safe than both those guys, though. Jalen Hurts off the board, 48. So doesn't bring in, okay, does not bring in Burrow. Interesting. So maybe playing it from the other side, hopefully. First, Amon-Ra DJ Moore share for me as well. Very nice. And instead of typing the name in after you have them drafted, you can just hit the plus sign. And that will that'll do the same function, just a lot faster. So I can see I have 2 teams with Amon-Ra, Devontae Adams. I'll pull up those 2 teams. 100% Kamara there. All right, we're looking for Addison. I wouldn't mind it. One of these 3. Okay. Yeah, Harvey goes. Let's lean in. Get our first week 17 mini. Godwin off. Who are they going to leave us with? K-Walk off the board. And this is where I just get stuck. It's like this is just Kamara for me, like all day long. Um, yeah, let's just play it through Kamara. It's gonna give us so many options to bring in some spike week potential type RBs. We can take more risks. We can also just go double anchor RB, put it off for a little bit, touch at some of these QBs. Could have went with the double stack with Roma Dunze with DJ Moore as well was the other thing that I was contemplating. But coming back to us at pick 82, you're like sort of praying that Tony Pollard's there at pick 79. Doesn't always feel the best. I don't blame it. I don't blame it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Alvin Kamara is just one of my most drafted players right now. So it just allows me to build my team in a much different way. Kamara 63 is like we learned nothing from last year, and then you add the contract, right? Right. And then you saw what they did in the draft, and then you just touched it O-line, like, okay, all right. I do expect them to get, if Kendrick can't stay healthy, like I do think Neil could work himself into a nice role there. Oh yeah, we hit the barbershop today. We hit the barbershop today. It was about time. It was about time. Franco and Diggs, Debo, Pickens, after a one receiver through 4 round start, catching back up at receiver there. Ayuk goes off. This is something I brought up today on the Twitter machine to James. Eagles. Ooh, we can do the double here, which this seems pretty fun right here. Let's do this. Let's bring in the double. You know this is going to be one of the favorite games here. Dome game at Minnesota, Week 17 against Detroit. Yeah, I think Minnesota's going to be airing it out during this game. So double stacks definitely in play. Yeah, Swift would have probably been our pick. Just interesting. I don't mind B-Rob here. Don't love it, but don't mind it. Let's grab our 3 RBs before pick a hundy. We're hoping for a certain QB to come back to us. A couple. We could double tap QB. And obviously we'll have to play a little catch up at receiver here. It's almost guaranteed to be 8 receivers when we only go 4 through 9 rounds because this is going to be a QB. Thanks, my man. Appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. Mooney off, Josh Downs off. And the B-Rob click to me doesn't even necessarily feel the best in this range. I'd rather be going a correlated QB, but we're just basically trying to push it. Also, going receiver here just opens you up to do so much more with these rounds. With RB, it's gonna be really hard for us to go RB in these rounds here. And there are some RBs we like that could be good values. So if there was someone that I like there, that's the thing. Like Mooney's a tough sell. Mooney to me is a tough sell. Could have gone Money Mooney for your Adams. Wouldn't have been a bad mini. Also, like Staffy is definitely in play, but also wouldn't mind a laid out Gier too. Laid out Gier. I really want K-Walk in this spot right here. Right here, 63. It's all right though. The Beast is cooking up a nice squad. All right, Alex, we'll take a peek in a sec. We'll take a peek in a sec. You settle down though. You settle down. Yeah, we're hoping for Caleb. That's the that's the big old grand surprise here. We're hoping for Caleb. Like, yeah, why not? Why not just take the uncorrelated Caleb Williams with none of the team? Just yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you? It's almost like you have to. It's almost like you have to. Mm, 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 mm. Let's go Bateman here. I need another receiver. I need another receiver through Bateman, Shaheed, Mims. Could have been any of the three, to be honest. Sorry, we wanted Goff anyways. If we go Caleb Goff there, then we're not getting to JJ McCarthy most likely. We probably still are. We probably still are. Who are we kidding? The Bateman snag. Oh, you have tough. Yeah, it's just gotta be Goof here. It's gotta be Goof. Got the single stack double bring back with Addison and Hawk. Sorry, bro. The My bad. My bad. It was between Bateman, Mims, and Shaheed. I'd probably just slightly prefer Bateman. Grab a piece of the Baltimore offense. I hear it's a good idea. Some people are saying Bateman is JMO at pick 100. He's come so far from being Busman. Yeah. Yeah. What was that? 2 years ago when he was like the wide receiver cliff? And they fell to the 170s last year. And now he's back in that one. It's like same spot. A little later. He's going a little later than the wide receiver cliff 2 years ago because he was at pick like 96. He was in the 90s. If you didn't get your fourth receiver, Rashad Bateman, 2 years ago, your team was dead. Yeah, Bateman in the 170s. What's going on? Das Brew Crew. I'd go for a cold brew right now. I'd go for a cold brew right this second. All right, let's check out. Where's the goof? Here we go. Okay. I'm not gonna have. Yeah, I don't have any Laporta. That should change at some point. Should change at some point. I'm glad to at least get a freaking Amon-Ra Goff share. Holy smokes, it's been tough road to get these two correlated. So we'll be at 2 out of 7. I would like to get that over 50%, obviously. You're making such a big bet when you go the wide receiver one of whatever offense. You're making such a big bet on that QB anyways that you want that to be correlated at a pretty high rate. The Beast, Baker, Mayfield, Bo Nix, and Purdy, very strong at QB. I like the double RB here, catching up at receiver. It's a fun team. He obviously needs to get back on track at RB, but he should be fine. We're going to get Tootin here at 130, which having this as our first 3 RBs, like Tootin, I couldn't think of a better pick in this spot. Chris in the house. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Spears getting some positive coach speak, just saying he's going to get a little more mixed in. Here we go. We're bringing the double stack. We're playing both sides of it. I won't do this in a game that I think is shit. Like whatever game New Orleans is playing or Pittsburgh's playing, I'm not going to grab both of those QBs. But in a game that is going to be one of the higher scoring point totals on the week, I don't think it's that bad. We also finished fourth place in the Dalmatian 2 years ago when it was Detroit versus Dallas. We grabbed both sides of that game. A late Laporta, which he didn't even hit the lineup, I don't think, unfortunately, week 17. But fourth place finish, we had Lamb. Amon-Ra was the start 2 years ago. Unfortunately, two teams had Lamb plus Devontae Adams, and Devontae Adams blew up. Lamb obviously blew up. Those are the teams that finished first and second. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. K-Mize, how's the draft going? So far, we have a 2-4-5-1. Goff, JJ McCarthy picking out of the 10 hole. Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, B-Rob Jr. We take the slide on a 13 pick. Tootenfall, Amon-Ra, Devontae Adams, DJ Moore, Addison, Rashad Bateman, and the Hawk. The Hawk. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I would like a third QB. I would like a third QB. Pep in the house. Dude, you were in the duck race, man. You almost came back. You almost came back in the duck race for the free month of BBO. We did that at the start of the stream. The duck races they're entertaining. I'm going to do those for every single giveaway from now on. Set it to 40 minutes. All right, Frank. He goes white. Come on, we got to get through a couple more picks here. We got to get through a couple more picks. The wide receiver dead zone here. Wide receiver dead zone. Come on. Two more. Piz already effed me once. You know he wants to do it again. You could just sense it. He at least correlates. That was a good one. He goes Tillman. All right. We're bringing Staffy up. We'll grab our third QB. Pair with Devontae Adams. And we're off. We are absolutely off. Wow, the RBs flew off in this room too. Speaking about off, holy sh! Luckily, we're in a good spot at RB, so I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about that at all. I like Pat Fry here. I like Quentin Johnson here. 11 picks after ADP, 10 picks after ADP. We'll take Quentin Johnson as our wide receiver 6. Dome game against Houston. Dome game against Dallas. Okay. I do know it's probably a little easier to catch in a dome. Definitely easier than the New England game at home, week 17. No, I think it's in New York. Here we go. Henry at New York. Once the spreads come out, projected spreads, we will have the spreads for the hover option when you hover over the matchups here. I think that'll be cool to just have a little extra information. That's it. Try to give you as many edges as possible. That's funny. That's funny. Yo, Mason actually, he couldn't stop clicking him last year, and it worked out, right? Like he had a few spike weeks. He ended up being a good pick for his ADP. A very good pick. I mean, 147 is fine for he went in the 170, 180 range last year. That's it. Best ball guy. Is that bullish or bearish? Mason's a good drafter. Like he plays a front that he like sucks or whatever. Like, he'll like shit talk himself. but that's just him being like a genuine dude. That's it. He's a good drafter. He knows what he's doing. Goff, McCarthy, Staffy's a nice little 3 QB build. Pick 111, 135, and 154. Yeah, I think that's going to be good for the advance rates. Also correlate 3 of our top 4 wide receivers. You got Jermaine Burton getting some positive news from the coach. And obviously, I think it's just him like coaching him up. Mm, these tight ends are going a little faster than I would like. A little faster than I would like. Let's go Kate Otten here. You can't make me take Burton. I know. They're the positive coach week was him. Basically, he's like staying after practice. He's working hard and got his head down, working hard. Like, God, I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough sell. It's a tough sell. But the talent is there. The talent is there. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Realistically, if he's staying out of trouble, could be a sneaky pick. Could be a sneaky pick. And he's going to be an 18th round click, too. I think I made the click in 1 or 2 big board teams in the 20th round. It didn't feel great because he's a wild cannon. Like a loose cannon, you just don't know. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Pep. He's not flying up the board. And remember, even last year, all that positive news, he was in like the 160 range, and then Yoshivas came on. They started pumping him up because I think they saw the character flaws with Burton. So Yoshivas did end up passing Burton last year too. So it will take a lot of like to forget what happened last year. I just don't see it happening. I think Yoshivas goes ahead of him for most, if not all, of the summer. Really hard to forget when a player gives you a 0 all year. All right. We have, what are we at? Because I haven't really hit the promo yet. 31 likes. If you guys want to see another draft, we are 14 likes away with about a round and a half to go. So make sure you go down, hit the like, sign to the YouTube machine. It might not be the first password you guess, but it's definitely going to be the second one. Got Gibbs BTJ start, Mitch. That's insane. That's insane. Where do I send my Venmo? I want half of that team. I don't care if it has 14 players on it. God damn. Hey, Mike, are you still in the live stream? Mike Groff? Uh-oh. Here we go. We can't go Neil here. Let's go Estime. I like the Neil pick on non-Kamara teams. I like the Neil pick on non-Kamara teams. This is probably a receiver, I would say. It could be a tight end. You could tickle me a couple different ways here. Theo Johnson, Conklin. That'd be the double with the Chargers. I'd be fine with that. Seattle with Arroyo. It's just a little early right now. I think they're gonna Terrence Ferguson. Let's go Theo Johnson. We got a little week 16 mini against Minnesota. Terrence Ferguson, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Hey, Mike, was that you that messaged me on Discord? I just want to make sure it wasn't a imposter here. Terrence Ferguson, they could run more 12. Like realistically, They let Cup slide. They bring in Devontae Adams. Their wide receiver 3 is Tootin slash what? Demarcus Robinson? Demarcus Robinson, who is it? Who's on the Rams? Jordan Whittington. Not a strong wide receiver 3 case for those two guys. They pay Tutu, but look at this. Like, they paid him, but they didn't use him last year. Oh, and their wide receiver core was arguably worse than it's going to be this year, right? If you think Devontae Adams has more in the tank than Cup, their wide receiver core was worse last year. Yeah, you get Tutu playing 70 to 90% when Cup and Puka are out. That's good. But then he goes to this like part-time role of just like disgustingness. And of course, DMark is out, and Jordan Whittington was also just being sprinkled in too. So this is the case for Terrence Ferguson, is if they're going to shift to more 12. And that'll probably depend on Higbee's health. So yeah, Tootin's probably not the worst mix-in for around 18 pick, but Ferguson, I could see it both ways. I could see it really paying out, or I could see it, it's a dynasty pick for the future. Crash the plane. Yeah, everyone's hoping Mitch goes off the rails here with the BTJ Gibbs start. That's criminal. That's criminal to have. All right, let's take a peek at these teams. We're 7 likes away from doing a second draft today. And let's go. Dr. the Professor Hertz and Kyler Murray. Nice little strong pairing there. Chase Brown, Tracy, Algier, Roshan Johnson, Giddens, and Jordan James. Jamar Chase, Marv, Myers, Golden, Besh, McMillan, Leggett, and Royals. Oof. Ooh. Kittle and Loveland. Definitely have a fun wide receiver room. Like, there's some high upside in this room, but Kittle Loveland's an awesome pairing too. I really like that pairing. You got a little week 17 correlation with, he pulled in the Kyler side. Kyler Marv with the double bring back with Jamar Chase and Chase Brown. The week 16 bring back with Tyler Algier, the dome home game for Arizona. Nice little team there from the one spot. We had Frank at 4, Jaden Daniels at pick 45, CJ Stroud, nice pairing there. Jacobs, Warren, Charbonnet, White, Dobbins, and Justice Hill. So hero RB build. Definitely leaning into a good landing spot here with Dobbins too. Justin Jefferson, Pickens, Debo, Diggs, Jaden Higgins, and Knoll with Wandale Robinson and Mike Williams bring back week 17 Houston Dome game here. McBride and Ferguson's nice little pairing. You get a 14 pick slide on Knoll for the double stack. That's so clean. That's so clean. Very, very, very sick. Very, very sick. All right, Mac and then DeLudo was on the back end. Draft neighbors over here. Lamar Jackson and Bryce Young. CMC, Chuba Hubbard, Swift, Tajay Spears, and Brashard Smith. Definitely enough there. Nico Collins, Tet, Chris Godwin, Cup, Kyle Williams, Kirk, Am Thielen, D-Hop, Kelsey Schultz, Sanders, 3 tight ends. You're not spending too much. That works. Look at this. He's got the Carolina quad stack with Chuba, Tet, Thielen, and Sanders. And he has the Cooper Cup bring back there. Same thing, but week 16 with Godwin as the bring back. the Lamar's, a little naked here, but he adds in a little D-Hop correlation. He adds a little. I'm probably at that point, if I'm just looking at D-Hop, I'm probably just running naked Lamar. Little Kyle Williams bring back week 16 at Baltimore. Good team from the 11 hole. 12 hole, Josh Allen and Justin Fields. Brees Hall, K-Walk, Caleb Johnson, Ray Day. Eckler and Braylon Allen's. Nice room. Really nice room. BTJ, Drake London, Olave, Shakir, Shaheed, Pat Bryant, AD, and Elijah Moore with Kincaid and Mason Taylor. So maybe a little thinner at tight end, but we've seen a lot worse work. Wide receivers, he has the Khalil Shakir stack, double stack, triple stack with Ray Day and Kincaid. No week 16 or 17s there, but he does have the Fields, Brees, Braylon Allen. I'm just so realizing both RBs there. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's just you spend so much on Brees Hall that I think it's a little expensive. Like if Braylon Allen's hitting, I guess the only narrative here that you're hoping for is like week 15, 16. Like if Brees is either hurt, low owned piece that maybe Braylon Allen steals the touchdowns this week and you're advancing a low owned Brees Hall who goes off week 17. But those narratives are obviously a little thin. Shaheed and Olave for that Jets super stack for week 16. It's pretty fun. Nice team by Deludo. Nice team, 2682, good advance rate structure. We like that. All right. I'm assuming we hit the 45. We're one like away. Someone give us a like and we'll hop in a draft. Look at that. One like away. We won't sign out on you this time. Not this time. Shout out to the league. What's up, baby? Let's get a few more likes here, folks. I appreciate it. Head of PR, just like that. New job. You're hired. You're great. You're great at it. Jets run everywhere. Like the stream lurkers is one of the funnier things that I've heard today. All right, +9. This is just gonna be a freaking disgusting, sick Pounders draft. This is gonna be one of the harder rooms of the whole freaking summer. There's at least 10 of us in here. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear. Oh man. Yeah, of course. You don't want to give us the one spot. The one spot, it's overrated. It's overrated. Oh goodness. All right, let me know who's in here. I know some of the names. We got Nick, Frank, T-Baller, Mac, and Pep at 1. I want to say J Gam might be in here. I'm not sure though. Couple badgeless. Sunny, this name looks familiar. See on the back end. Will is awesome. Mike's at 11. Okay, word. Let's see what his underdog name is. MJ45. Let's go. Nick coming in here trying to lay the pipe. The Pack fan. What's up, baby? Let's see that. Let's see that Green Bay Packers super stack now. Chase goes in 1. League asks, when you're building teams out, do you have matchups in mind you like to target for each pick slot, or do you decide that it really depends, right? Like if I get some sort of slide on a player, especially early draft capital, the better. I'm scooping the slide and then I'll just sort of figure it out. Unique combinations are a little more important to me earlier into the draft. Unique combinations versus like getting chalky ADP stacks that you can just get in any draft, if that makes sense. So I'll really try to focus those low owned pieces. If you get a fall that, someone falls 4 or 5 picks in the second round, that's gonna be a little more exciting to me. But yeah, I think you're thinking on the right page. Like as you're making these picks, like just start looking, what are their week 16, 17 matchups? Where's the QB go? Does it fall in line with my picks? All that. Lad McConkey at 8. Get funny. Of course, we're gonna get some value in the back end here. Where's Tootin going now? Usually in the 120s. I'm seeing him slide to because of his first carry was a fumble. Seeing him in the 120s. I'll just take the slide. I don't think I'm too overweight on Tootin. 15.6%. Stevenson got some positive coach speak as well. We bumped him up a little bit. Coach says he's gonna be a big part of what they do. We know they want to run the ball. Trevion Henderson would probably be best as a change of pace back anyways. Sort of like in that Tony Pollard type role when you had Zeke there, when Zeke was younger. Everyone was calling for him to retire. CMC, AJ Brown. Oh my goodness. Amon-Ra, BTJ, Malik Neighbors, Nico Collins. Did you guys go to church today or something? Like the one time you want to be on the back end here. Draft getting canceled. Isn't that objectively bad? It depends, right? Like he's getting a combination that you're not getting. So we're just gonna take the Lamb HN here 100%. Let's refresh the tool real quick, jumping into a new room. All right, let's go Lamb. Let's add HN. We have 2 teams. They both have Dak, which is not a bad thing. Pickens, Rice, Judy. Pickens, Rice, Judy. Let's see what comes back to us. There goes Rice, so I don't have to worry about that. Pep, what do you want to do? Is he going correlation here? Or is he just going different for his portfolio? He goes Chase Brown. He brings in the Cincy double. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're just in the money here. We're just in the money. We'll just go Bucky Irving at 28. It was Bucky or T. Higgs. Obviously, probably feel a little better if it was receiver, but we'll catch up. Double anchor RB build. Incoming. You get to see something different, which is good at least. And we're going to do another draft after this, potentially 75 likes. We will rip a third draft tonight. Keep me here. Keep me here past dinner. Kyron off, Tyreek, Terry. So the double RB starts. Catch up at receiver a little bit here before they get punished too bad. Little Rams double with Devontae Adams and Puka. Yeah, you have to, Neil, right? You just have to. Like, close your eyes and we'll just catch up at receiver, hopefully. We'll take some falling values at wide receiver now, which is just not going to happen in this room. Look at the poor 5 spot. Bijan, Brock Bowers, and Kyron. Bijan, Brock Bowers has got to be a low owned combo right now. But Bowers has been sliding a little bit. Like people are starting to see the data that like 3 late tight ends is not as bad as it seems. But you have to remember, like we've had smashes at late tight end in recent years. So it's not guaranteed to smash every year. I can't find the Bucky click, but I like how you got him, though. Yeah, it's going to be a unique start. So, F it. We'll make it work. That's the way I see it. Josh Allen at 40 is just ludicrous to me, especially when you give it to Frank. Josh Allen at 40 is ludicrous to me. Travis Hunter gone. Yeah, this is Kittle, especially if you're fading like Juwan Jennings or Ayuk, or maybe you're waiting on injury news for Ayuk. Kittle seems like a really good click right now. He just gives you an elite ceiling. Not a lot of tight ends going to give you that 30-point ceiling. Wow, that guy's just completely ignoring. We can go either way with this. Let's go JMO here. We're gonna need a shit ton of receivers anyways. So we'll just bring in all spike week guys, I guess. Dev Smith goes off next. James Cook at 47. Benny in the house. What's up, baby? Back to lose my shirt again this summer. Let the pods be in your hands. Pod luck, please. That's it. It's the name of the game. It's the name of the game. You can control weeks 1 through 14. And you can sort of control the playoff weeks if you're correlating well enough. Here we go. We're bringing in Pickens here. The double in Dallas. The double. I mean, ever since I started using the overlay, I've had very good luck in the playoff weeks. So turn me into a believer pretty quickly. Let's see, Lamb plus Pickens. I have 2 Lamb Pickens teams. Good. I didn't fumble the bag. I got Dak on both of them. I have Judy on both of those too, which is interesting. Next update, the scroll wheel's coming back as a little hot fix. All right. We still definitely need to catch up at receiver because pick 93, we most likely want this to be a tight end or an RB. And then we're hoping that this is probably Dak here at 100. I don't think we risk it at 117. I really don't. His ADP is probably 115. It's 118. Okay, maybe we do. Maybe we do. Fuck it. Maybe we do. Hey, it's a puppy. We're trying to build strong teams here. Juwan Jennings, Olave, Addison. Addison goes at 65. Godwin off the board at 66. Slow down. So slow down. Slow down, piss boys. Oh my God. Who's on the board? We're just going digs here. Yeah, 100%. You have to. Also, like, last year was probably one of my worst years for BBM, advanced 20 teams, but I just took so many zeros between Marshawn Lloyd, Roman Wilson, freaking who else? Jermaine Burton. So many zeros, but Burton had the talent. Like we saw it. Marshawn Lloyd, like I'm slapping Marshawn Lloyd again this year. So who knows? Maybe don't draft me. I have been over expectation for week 16 teams in every year I've played BBM. So that's positive. Just need a little week 17 luck. Little week 17 luck. Like that's the thing. All right. You advanced 40 teams. How many are you getting in week 16? It's like you're hoping you have 3. It's 1 out of 16. We've had 2 the last 2 years we maxed. So it's been a little bit over expectation. Just it's so punishing. It's so punishing. Quinshon Judkins here is interesting. It's Sam Lepore is also interesting too. I said we don't have this just for the double stack here. We get a 7-pick slide. We have JMO too. I think this is a good spot for us to actually bring in our first share of Laporta. Here's my lineup for the Herzig contest. Pat Carrain, Liam, Dog Pound, Chad Candles, Sack, Shady. Oh, as the 2 alternates. I think you spent too much. I don't know. I haven't looked at it too much. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna select anyone that has computers telling them what to do. I'm just kidding. Ah, shit. Well, you're gonna get a lot of Patriots, that's for sure. You're gonna get a lot of Patriots. What are you at with May? I'm probably behind Kerrane with the Pats, but I still have a good amount of Diggs. Trayvon Henderson, 2%. Diggs, 36. May, 14. Kyle Williams at 30. Stevenson at 8. 9% Henry. Not the biggest Patriot slappy for it being my team. Where can you find the Herzig lines? Here, I'll get the tweet out. I got it somewhere. Here, let me find the tweet for you. It's on the website. So was it best ball, fantasybestball.com? Fantasybestball.com. Here we go. You go here, you go to what, player pool, and it's right here. You just scroll down. You just scroll down. And Billy Jones actually put together a sheet of like how good actually every pick is based on last year's advance rates. So that's pretty funny. Damn, I'm behind Todd from PA. Uninstall. Uninstall. It only goes by BBM 5 data, so I don't really care. My feelings did not get hurt by the 7K price point. I've been very lucky to have a few top 5 finishes in the last 2 years and multiple finals teams every year. So I'm absolutely blessed. BBM luck, not so much. Is this a year? Probably not. Like it's like probably not. Like you're supposed to make the finals like 1 out of 7 or 1 out of 8 years. So got to be realistic. Keep it real, boys. Downs or Higgins to catch up, and then it's Goff on the way back around, and then let's go Downs. We have 4%. And then it's Dak after that. This is the hope right here. If we want to get both QBs, we have to go Goff here at 100. I don't think we're getting them at 117 and 124. That'd mean we'd have to go. Where's the Amon-Ra team? The Amon-Ra team only has 1 QB. He's going to have 2 picks at Goff. So we're not getting Goff back anyways. So we have to go Goff now. Quick peek ahead will tell you that. I saw someone from my player pool disappear. I'm like, no way that was Goff, right? Could force in a little bakey bake if Goff goes. Irving, bring in a late McMillan, bring in Otten, get a gross backstack. But we don't have to worry about it. We bring in our double stack, JMO and Laporta. And now we wait. Oh, Jesus, Ty. I don't even know. What contest. I won a battle royale 2 years back. I won the main slate for 25K. We cleared by like 8 points. It was the year that Judy and Russell Wilson were terrible picks. Well, they had 1 good game that year. That was the year I stacked him. I think he was like a fraction of a percent played. With the Keenan Allen bring back, who finishes, I think, wide receiver 1 that week too. Just luck. That's all. That's before people were really like reaching. You know, that's before scroll down was a thing on the Badge Bros. Appreciate you, Ty. Gifted 1 to the pound. Much love, man. Much love. Damn, just lost that Baker fall with Godwin. No way. Bro, he gives him Memby and he wins it. 59, 59 watching, bro. That is so funny. That is so, so good. Oh shit, that's funny. Oh god, good times. Good times, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, last year we were second in the MMG. Year before that, we finished fourth in the Dalmatian. We've had a few finals teams in every year though. It's always nice to have multiple sweats. You're not guaranteed shit. Not in this game. Not in deep field tournaments. If any of you guys played poker growing up, think about a fucking 225,000 person poker tournament. Even if you did max it 150 and divide, taking dollars, just don't take DAC. You could take all the dollars you want. Just not DAC. Playing it pretty good, boys. We're playing it pretty good. Both double stacks complete. Both double stacks complete. Whoo! Get the sweat off the forehead. Coolers, you crazy, man. You crazy. Top 30 in a puppy's probably pretty thick. Top 50 in the puppy too. Hell yeah. 2 years ago when they had was it 2 years ago or last year? Fuck, it might have been last year. The puppy 4, they had a regular season prize for only the top 100. It was like 225,000 person tournament. We finished, that was such a sweat. We finished like 24th. We got like $600 from that regular season $5 draft. That was sick. When the regular season prize hits, it's nice. If you're not even close, you're just like, oh, why did they put it towards the finals? Give me Sharps here. Are you an auto? Ah, that's a nice pick for that room too. I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad. We'll bring in. Oh, I like Loveland here too, to be honest. But let's go Javante. Let's go Javante. Big bet on Dallas here. Big bet on Dallas. No, you cannot. You cannot write it better. Sus in the house. What's up, baby? This just makes sense. Incredibly generous. Oh man, Drake May, yeah. Drake May 128. Play ball. Play ball. T-ball. All right. For the listeners, we have a 2-3-5-1. Drafting incredibly boring, incredibly well balanced. Jared Goff and Dak Prescott, Achane, Bucky Irving on the 6-pick slide at 28. Bring in Javonte Williams. We take a pretty long break from our double anchor RB start. Lamb, J-Mo Pickens, Stephon Diggs, and Josh Downs, and Sam Laporta for that double stack with Goff. Triple stack in Dallas. Pretty fun. Pretty fun here. Kind of wish this was a BBM, not gonna lie. Just gonna transfer this over to the BBM realm. My God. So you don't need computers to draft a good team here, boys. How do you plan your pace with BBM drafts this year? Like a steady amount per week, or do you think waiting for certain times and then doing a bunch is better? Really depends where you think your edge is, right? If you think you have a clear edge with maybe, do you have more information than other people or a stronger take on those late running backs, like round 16, 17, 18? If you could tell me who the order of those RBs, is Estime going to be a thing? Woody Marks, is he a good click? Like Shipley, Jalen Wright usage. The coach speak there was very, very minimal. Let's go Ray Day here. So it depends where you think you have the edge right now. I do like to pace myself. So I'll see what's the percent fill rate of the contest, and then what percent fill rate am I at out of 150, right? And I try to stay on pace there. Now, obviously, when it drops, you're going to get ahead and what amount do you want to do? I just know last year I saved about 30, 35 BBMs for August, and I wish I had more. Um, however, it's not like it was a bad thing. Yeah, one of those two receivers coming back would have been, or even add Joshua Palmer in there would have been appreciated. But here we go. Here we go. Is this just Garendo here? Garendo or Algier? This is a team that could just be. Let's go. Let's go Algier in this spot. Let's go Algier. This could I was gonna say this could be a team that where we just go like a super late A-Rich if he slides in this room to pair with Downs as a third QB. Like this is probably the QB room that is appropriate for that pick for a third QB. I don't think Geno Smith is going to add too many points to the team. Cam Ward, Bryce Young, Staffy would be okay, but does it raise the ceiling of the team? Like this is a clear Goff Prescott. Like A-Rich provides potential value to this pairing. It's like that's a QB I would focus with with these QBs. Now, if your first QB's Cam Ward or something, maybe you're not going to bring in A-Rich. Damn, boy. Woo! A little 10 spot. Appreciate you, P47W. We're doing another draft after this just because of that. Let's go. Let's go. Fancy Dog, Zeus, Benjamin, A. Sandy, Jordan in the house, Stephanie on real time, Lucas, Bob Hale, and A. Rod. What's up, guys? There's a lot of pounders that I just named that won Membies. Big thanks to P47 Dubs. My God. My God. I'm liking the pockets we're hitting in this one too. Not gonna lie. This is our first Laporta share, so we're just kind of making it work on that double stack. But yeah, and on the 7-pick slide, like seemed appropriate. We already had JMO. I'm liking the pockets we're hitting. Now receiver, we still need 2. RB, we could be done. Tight end, 2 or 3, depends. Here we go. Kyle Pitts at 161. 161 for the pit stain. Staffy at 160. One of the best values at QB this year, Staffy and Geno. What's happening is like Levis going to get moved. I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. Yeah, Geno goes. But get here 160 is interesting. I don't mind doing this too. I don't mind going Pat Fry here. Let's go Pat Fry first. Let's go Pat Fry first. Just because the tight ends, they can go quick. And a lot of these teams, all 3 of these teams in front of us have one tight end, and they can just double tap here. And this is like such a good range to double tap your tight ends. So we'll get ahead of that right now. We'll get ahead of that. And we're going to do it. Let's bring in A-Rich here. Let's bring in A-Rich. This basically locks us into a 2 tight end build, in my opinion. And I mean, we still have 3 picks. So even if we go 2 receivers, like we're good with 2 more receivers. We can even add another running back, which I don't think we necessarily need. But we don't need 3 receivers. It could be a 3rd tight end, but we're already kind of leaning into Laporta here at 76. So could it be one of each? Nah, I think we need 2 receivers here. All right. Bold take. Will Levis starts week 1 for the Saints. Oh, shit. Nah. No. No. That's the thing, like, if this happened already, if he was already on the Saints, I would say most likely. But, the Titans just seem like they might be just, like, doing Levis dirty all around. The fact that he hasn't been moved yet. Maybe Levis gets moved to, like, Pittsburgh if Aaron Rodgers doesn't work out. Dude, if Mac Jones got a job, dude, anyone can get a job. If Mac Jones got a job, him crying by rolling his ankle into the tunnel, getting carried by 8 dudes. That's the stuff. That's the stuff I need to delete from my head for my mental. I'm still working on it. Was Malik Willis not traded until late August? Could be something like that. Yeah, you would think they could be playing it well then. They could be playing it well. Let's bring in AD here. Nice little back stack for the A Rich. Nice little back stack of Ruski. Fill by the end of May. What do we got? Like 10 days, 7, 8, 9, about 9 days. It's at 77%. No. No. End of May seems early. 9 days, 23%. Seems a little aggressive. Both these teams have a 2.482. He brings in Johnson. Guessing this is going to be RB. James Conner, B. Rob, Najee, and Charbonnet. We're probably just going Wicks here. It's a Wicks or Coker. Could be Slayton too. Let's mix it up. Let's go Slayton here. We're at 3%. We'll add another share. Got a bunch of spike week type players on this squad, so why not? Yeah, New York. The New York drafters have been active. I'll tell you that. I was in a draft today with NF42 and FF Links. You guys will see that one. It's a pre-recorded BBM. Oh my god, so frustrating. So frustrating. Just like when you miss on all your double stacks in a BBM draft is so punishing. We still made it work. But Steph, what's up? What's up? You end up winning another membership. I think it's like the 5th time. Kate Otten should not be going 30 picks after Kyle Pitts, especially not when you see Kate Otten's playing time compared to Pitts' playing time. Kate Otten, very much so a full-time player. Ooh, missed 3 games, back to 96%. Like this is why Kate Otten is my highest owned, I think at least my highest owned tight end in the big board. I don't know about player. Might be close. Where's Pitts? Atlanta. Kyle Pitts. Yay. Yeah. We'll see if anything changes this year, but they also want to run the ball, and Kyle Pitts isn't a good run blocker. Achan Irving, Javante Rayday. Is this RB or receiver? Lamb, Jamo, Pickens, Diggs, Josh Downs. We have a ton of spike week guys. We might need. I don't love any of the RBs that are left. Taj Brooks would probably be the click. Estime's there. Ollie, we have a shit ton of. I think we're just going to add another receiver. We have a bunch of players that could just go MIA for a few weeks in a row. AD, Slayton. You're just looking for a couple spike weeks from these players. JMO. It's like, I do like Pickens even. I do like this team if we can get this to week 17 where we have a bunch of options that are late players too that could have spike weeks, but we have to get it there. And I don't mind leaning into the early capital here at RB. Would have been fine. Some people see that differently. Some people see it as RB, which is completely fine. I think it can go either way. It can go either way. It's more so the prototype players that we brought in that it's like really low floor, really low floor. Even JMO has a relatively low floor for he's boomer bust for his ADP. High ceiling. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. All right. The 10 gifter probably saved you guys because I don't think we hit the 75 likes. I could be wrong. 59? 59 is not bad. I appreciate you guys. I do. I do. How many? Let's see if we. What do you guys want to draft next? A puppy? I'm guessing a pup. I'm guessing a pup. I'm not used to fast drafts and I have no tools. I panicked a few times and auto drafted twice. It happens, man. It happens. It's one of the best things about having the tools is it's so much easier to draft the 20-second clocks. Whereas like if I didn't, I'd probably do the 30-second clocks. Puppy, sprinter, a limb, a limb, a limb. All right, a limb got 3 first. Oh dear God. Oh dear Lord, baby Jesus. There's no way this is plus 11. Tell me this is a big dog. Oh my God. Big dog. There we go. Paul wants the big dog. Yeah, it's just another benefit of having the overlay is you can make these decisions on the fly and in multiple rooms. It makes it very easy. Bro, I'm just gonna get pick 4 all day today, huh? Jesus Christmas. Nate, Pep, Nick, K Mize, War Dog, Jupy, Frank, Chaz. I don't know if JP Sizzle here is in the live stream with us. Taking Dollars was in our last draft. I'm guessing he's a lurker. Taking Dollars officially on the lurker watch list. Like lurker watch list confirmed. We're 3 subbies away from another little milestone for 2290. Would love to get 3 subbies on this video. Show yourself. Not a big ask. Just sign in, hit the sub button if you enjoy the content. If you don't, just go watch Dora the Explorer or something. The Eliminator. RBs go quick. RBs go quick. That's the one tip I'm going to give you guys. RBs go quick, and they're ranked up the board. I was going to say, can I get Chase to fall to 4? Is there a chance we get Chase to fall to 4? Shit. This is a fun spot. This is a fun spot. This guy's not here. Is he? No, it was plus 11. He's got to be here. Let's go Gibbs over JJ. I would definitely have Gibbs at 4 in this spot. CMC goes at 5, which is funny, right? Like CMC is ranked up in this contest, I think. ADP is 8. Second tip. We know you're out there. Yeah, there's no way you're going from the puppy to the eliminator. Plus 11 getting in the stream draft. No way. Put this man on the watch list. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Crazy work. Probably out there laughing right now. Genty, probably a better limb pick, but I can't help myself with CMC. What percent CMC do you have, CBK? It must be a shit ton. It must be a shit ton. 16%? Okay, it's not bad. That's not bad. I thought it was gonna be much, much more. I can turn off the combo tool for this. I'm not really gonna care about my combinations because the final is only a 3-team final, right? So you're not really you're not too worried. However, I don't see anything in the second round that's like, oh, because if I do 100 of these, I will want to know how many Gibbs T Higgs starts I have and mix that up. But Drake London at 18. Yeah, these RBs already. Josh Jacobs going at 17. This room is about to get dirty. This room is about to get dirty. I'm not on a full fade on CMC. I'm going to have a comfort blanket. That's basically Pat, don't draft all week 8 guys. Did that happen to me last time with like 3 straight receivers, right? Let it burn. Let it burn. We'll go heavy early RB here. Pissin' asparagus, he says. Pet, bro, you gotta take the value sometimes, though. That's fine. I would have been fine with Lad there. Either way. Either way. Either way. Yeah, if I can get through by week 8 on that team, which it's already so slim to make it to by week 8 anyways, that team was flames. Team was flames. That was funny though. And that's the thing, like you have to get in these rooms and get used to the bye weeks and the pockets of players that go in whatever ranges of the bye weeks. You got to get used to it. And that was I think that was my second limb, just going in cold turk. Ant-Man in the house and the 2-hole Bijan and Kyron start. Taking a balanced approach here. These RBs are going to be pushed up, so we should be able to get some good values. Oh man, T Higgs there would have been wild. But we'll be happy with Garrett Wilson here. We'll be happy with Garrett Wilson. Guess I won't take an RB, says OG. Where's OG? OG Jackson. What's your underdog name? Droopy? Lamar, Josh Allen off the board. Yeah, Droopy. Okay, I thought so. JSN at 31. Got to watch this now already. Two of our early picks with bye week 9. You have to become a buy, bro. You have to. Be really tough to advance your team with 3 out of the first 4 round picks on bye week 9. Not impossible, but I wouldn't like my odds. Rice, H. Derrick Henry. Marv probably is too expensive in this contest. Same thing like Tyreek Hill, probably expensive in this contest. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. if he can get back to, being a solid provider every week, he wasn't the most boom bust guy. Like, he was out there, he was getting a lot of the first target looks from Tua, so I don't hate it. Rice, the best pick. Depends how he starts early season for sure. This contest is very punishing on rookies. It's very punishing on players that are returning back from injury. Those would all get major, major minuses in my opinion. Because week 1 is just as important as week 16, basically, besides the money difference. I guess we should say week 2, because week 2 is 1 out of 2. Week 1's 6 out of 12. So you don't really care as much about week 1. Scoot in the house. What's up, baby? Boogie says I'm cooking. Boogie always cooking. Cereal, no milk. Chaz, what are you doing, boy? Let's go. We will gladly take DJ Moore here at pick 45. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Let us catch up. Let us catch up. This is like especially where you have to win a coin flip 16 weeks in a row. It is the ultimate, like, win the flex contest, in my opinion. Win the flex contest. You think about those spike week plays, right? Like Kittle, and if they don't have a high floor, they're probably too expensive. You still need spike week plays, obviously, to get through. You're going to need weeks where you put up a massive amount of points. But it's the floor contest. Am I the only one with sticker shock on Bucky? No, you're not. You're not. But after the NFL draft, I think you could feel pretty comfortable that they're going to run him back in a similar way that they did last year. Rashad White's an awesome pick in this contest, no doubt. You see Hampton as risking the limb for his price and projected start? Probably. Who has the better floor here? I mean, it's probably Sutton. 12, 9. Ooh. We almost went with the third bye week 9 player. That's more important. That was going to be more important. If we went Smith there as a third bye week 9 guy, I wouldn't have been feeling too good. You have to change. Again, we're not too used to drafting the limbs. I think this is like our 5th. You got to change your mentality. You got to be a bye week, bro. Just not used to it. Not used to it yet. If you fade Bucky, you should take a lot of Sean Tucker's. Absolutely. Absolutely the play. And I even have a couple Sean Tucker shares here. Looks like one, but he was one of my favorite big board clicks in the 20 round drafts. Let's go. 3 sub-a-dubbas. I appreciate you guys. Let's go. Appreciate you. Keeps me coming back. You see that number change, and when it doesn't change, it gets depressing. Like, I was live for 2 hours and one person unsubscribed. Those are tough days. Those are tough days. Shit. 3762, you disgusting human. That is dirty. But yeah, 6 straight receivers incoming. Nice little Mike Evans at 42. Dev Smith at 55. Because we fell into the bye week hole. Baby asleep, 4th draft incoming. Dude, it's round 6. I already got a piss. How long have we been live, though? Hour and a half? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let's see if this ends in 25. I could see us doing one more. We have to hit the like goal, though. We're so behind on the likes. We're at 66. We're supposed to be at 75 for this one, but someone donoed 10, so 100% doing it for the dono. 100% doing it for the dono. What's coming back to us? What's coming back to us? Aaron Jones at 67. Fuck us, huh? Judy goes. I was thinking Addison anyways. Myers is there. Myers isn't a bad click. Addison by week 6 as wide receiver 4 puts us in a good spot. Puts us in a good spot. Trayvon Henderson is 70. I think he's going to be maybe a little worse pick in this contest. You're hoping like by week 17, like he's cooking, he won the job, like all that. Like he has that spike week potential. He's explosive. Does he have to earn some of that? Like we gotta find out a little more about Henderson. And once we get that information, I don't think he rises too much. So the risk reward isn't really there for me right now on a Henderson click for the limb. But could be fine. I mean, he did get a slide on him of 6 picks in a contest that RBs are pushed up. But yeah, same thing for Hampton. That early roll, we just don't know what it's going to be like. Is he going to get 60%, 50%? How much are they going to make him earn it over Najee? Is the question. So in the limbs, a little more punishing than regular. Excuse me. Let's go Diggs here. Got to piss. Be right back. But I like this. All different bye weeks for those receivers. Bye week, bro. Stand up. Stand up. Here we go. Hey, what's up? Joining the Maxer for the CSV ranks. You're going to be happy you did that. I appreciate you, bro. What are we doing here with you guys? What are we doing here? It's an interesting spot. Let's go Kyler. Get a little rushing floor QB. It's probably still going to be 3 QBs, but Kyler is one of them that I like. Fungal. I gotta remember though, some of these late QBs that I love have the same bye week as Kyler. That's something that like I'll have to take a mental note. That's a mental note. Pat gave his bladder for us. Like I was like a sacrifice, bro. Appreciate you. Be sure to hit that like. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we were hoping that Mason was gonna come back to us. We could have just fucked ourselves there, like in a big way. Like, why don't we just go Mason there first and then just take, I don't know. Justin Fields seems a little boom. Like you go in Justin Fields at 97 in BBM because of the elite rushing ceiling, not necessarily the floor that he gives you. The floor is pretty fucking low. The floor is pretty low. Yeah, Hawk there, no doubt. I feel like I'm pinned against a wall. I feel like I'm being pinned against a wall right now. Let's grab a third RB. It's only our second bye week play. Get Najee, pick 100. Doesn't feel good. Not gonna lie. We should have gone Mason. Should have gone Mason first and then take one of maybe Kyler comes back, but doubt it because where's the Marv team? Is the Marv team to our right? SOB. Marv team's to the right. See? Going to the bathrooms minus EV. Nick Bach, get out here. Yeah, it's okay. I feel pretty good with Gibbs, Irving. This is going to be probably still 6 RBs. We know RBs most likely to hit the flex. Pretty happy with the receiver room with Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, Sutton, Addison, Diggs. It's going to be 3 tight ends, maybe 2. Maybe 2. Does tight end even matter? About to find out. Johnny goes at 107 behind Kelsey and Mark Andrews. Probably correct. Goff and Dak is probably one of the better double clicks at QB here at 108, 109. And they're actually both correlated. Doesn't have to be. Like you do not need to correlate your QBs. You're basically going after whatever you think's the best value at the position. You want to build these teams, especially back to front. You want to know who's available in later rounds, so you're making the better clicks earlier. So you know who's available. Like in that spot, like Aaron Jones, right? Are you going to click Aaron Jones, or are you just going to click Mason on the way back around? Right. So you go a different RB there. So you open up Jordan Mason. Just knowing what's available later is extremely helpful. And you have to know the bye weeks too. That's what sort of like you need to get in the streets of drafting these to get used to that. We'll be good. We'll be good. You 100% need spike weeks. 100%. Stevenson would have been our click there. 100%. That's why you take a player like Kyler, who has a high floor, high ceiling. We still have super high ceiling, high floor. That's you want to balance the two. You want to balance the two. Let's go Drake May here. It's gonna be a 3 QB build. Zero RB is not the move in a limb. No, you'll figure that out after one draft. Oh yeah, yeah, 100%. You're not gonna do anything 100% of the time, anyways. You just gotta find what works. You gotta find what works. You gotta find the value pockets. This CSV, these rankings are just completely different, right? From BBM. So you have to be in these rooms and you have to get a feel for where players go. It's completely different. It's completely different. You're not used to these names falling in the BBM contest. It's like, oh, getting Marvin Harrison Jr. 6 picks behind ADP. It's like, yeah, because he should be going further than that. Wow. Tank Bigsby at 119. What happened? Did ETN get traded today? ETN get traded? I would say it's Rashad White, but we have Bucky. So we'll bring in Spears here at 124. So far, Kyler Murray, Drake May, Gibbs, Bucky Irving, Najee, Tajay Spears, Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, Sutton, Addison, and Diggs. Stacking not too important at all. You are just looking for the best clicks. You're really just playing it by players and ranges. Who's the best player in this range? Don't really care about correlation. However, does it hurt you? No. If you have the receiver and the QB's there and you think the QB's well priced, like I think Drake May's well priced. So I also have Diggs, who I think's well priced. That's one that I want to grab, right? That's the correlation that I want. Here, Kyler Murray at 93, I think is good for this contest. I didn't have the correlation. So I make the pick because I think he's just, look who goes after him. Tracy, Mason, Cam Scattaboo, Jaden Higgins, Shaheed, Hawkinson would have been fine. Najee, and then a list of QBs, and then Mark Andrews. For me, it was a very easy. It was like Kyler there, and I hope I get, because there's so many available RBs there, I hope I get the RB I wanted back. When it doesn't happen, there's a little bit of disappointment. That's okay. It's okay. But players and ranges. And it's based off your own team needs, right? So yeah, you don't have to be you don't have to be a stack bro in this. Al Boogs is 100% correct. 100% correct. Stroud, Dak, and Goff is just so strong. Nate might be cooking one on the 12 hole. He might be cooking up. All different bye weeks. It is correlated. Ooh, I just saw the receivers though. He's got 4. And I think I saw his 4th receiver was Adam Thielen? No. You dropped the baby. You dropped the baby. Receivers don't matter. Oh, yeah. We're fucking sitting so pretty right now. We're sitting so pretty. Oh, man. Ray Day gone. Not going to lie. I didn't think you were going to do that. Now I feel like we have to go tight end. By week 9, 1, 2. Craft at 5. Wow. I didn't see that one coming. I did not see that one coming. But we'll take a full round slide on Njoku as our first tight end. Oh my God. The Ray Day selection there out of thin air. But as his RB3, he needed that. Nah, get ready. I'm about to land the plane. Pat, can I stop at 2 tight ends here? I'll tell you for 50 subs, bro. All right. Ingram, Colson, Loveland. Colson, Loveland at 135. Yeah. I think you can stop at 2, depending on your team needs. Like you stop at 2 and you can just say like, oh, like Colson Loveland, he ends up practicing. And what if he's just a great pick? He went pick freaking 10 overall this year. What if he's just an offensive beast, right? Is that 3rd tight end going to do anything? You sort of want to lean in, and you got a crazy fall in him. Like I know he didn't practice in rookie mini camp, but 9 pick slide there. All these rookies are cheap, which is cool. Who's there for RB? By week 5 will be our second by week 5 player, or we can go tight end. Let's go Algier. You know you're getting a certain amount of carries out of Algier. What's cool with the overlay, if it gets distracting with the playoff matchups, you can just turn the playoffs off just like that. because you don't care about playoff correlation in this contest. Like 0%. 0%. K-Mize, loving the biceps. Loves Mav's big biceps. Yeah, you're looking for that breakout year from him. You're looking for that breakout year for him. I'd go 4 tight ends with your build. There we go, sus. Really throw in the FUD there. I'm probably leaning in on 2 there, depending on how your team looks, though. It doesn't hurt to throw in a round 18 tight end because they're so cheap and you can project them to be on the field, where a lot of the other positions you're kind of taking a dart throw. All right. Gotta take the vitamins, boys. Gotta take the vitamins. This is 30. This is 30 plus right here. Fish oil and shit. Crazy. So many mouse clicks. Taking a toll on me. Here we go. First form. Here we go. We'll show it. Little men's little multivitamin. So that means I don't have to eat broccoli later. Like, that's what I tell the wife all the time. Like, I don't need broccoli now. I just took my multivitamin. I just had a shit ton of broccoli, so all set. A little fish oil. Probably so cheap. Probably so bad for you too. Like, who knows? Who knows? Seems like a good idea. Higbee's free. Take him. I think we go Palmer here. Little 9-pick slide on Palmer. We'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, take the freaking yellow dye out of the fish oil pill. Shit. Are you ever stopping at 2 QBs in the limb? Lamar plus Knicks still feels like I still need another one. Yeah, you could probably lean into just those 2. That's pretty high capital. 2 QBs, 1 elite plus a QB within the top 100. I'm probably just leaning into those 2. You have good floors with both. Marshawn Lloyd was going to be the click. Now we're going to fucking find something else. It's probably going to be a titty. I said it was going to be a titty, but now it might not be a titty. All right, it's back to being a titty. All right. What's that? Our third bye week 12 player, but not too much capital in it. Sutton, Najee, and Ertz. Bye week 8 is the biggest bye week, I believe, and we only have 2 players so far. That seems like a nice little advantage if we can push this to week 8. However, we're going to need another QB. We're going to need Jesus. Where'd those QBs go? What range did they all fly off at? Oh, this was a Sam Darnold click. I'm just not used to Gino going at 143 and Staffy at 145. Gino, Staff. Yeah. That's gotta be a Sam Darnold click. 100% of the time. Who did I go? Zach Ertz. This was I went Palmer. Still, it's gotta be Darnold there. All right. Okay. Yikes. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Mistakes were made. Dimes time. It's not the worst option, to be honest. Not the worst option. We still have to clean up receiver and RB, and we have to change our we have to change our complete mental right now. Keenan Allen there's like we needed Keenan Allen there for us to love our team. This is what happens when you join the draft and it says plus 11. I can't wait to see everyone's team's gotta look like, but it's probably still K-Dot in here. Fuck. Let's go Leggett first. Let's go Leggett first. We get 20 pick slide on him. He has to hold off Coker. And the other rookie, besides Tet's getting a lot of positive coach speak. But he's more so fighting for Adam Thielen's role in the slot. Yeah, kid on there's Juwan Johnson off. D-Hop off. Okay. We have 2 picks left. We can stop here tight end if we want to. I would say it's receiver and RB. And we stop here at tight end. And we just say, hey, these are really good values for what we got them. The joke with 141, 172 for Ertz. If we run into the team, yeah. So Noel there was a smash. It might still just be Pat Bryant here. People probably want Mason Taylor there, which is fine too. But let's bring in a little Denver correlation. If it's not Sutton, have it be Bryant. I am happy we do have a rushing floor with both QBs. Tight end, if you run into the team that gets the 20-point spike week from tight end and you get like whatever, like 3 or 4 points max out of your 2 guys, be at a little disadvantage. But I think we're just gonna focus on trying to win the flex here. Who's a super high upside pick? Not even so much like a floor. Like I would consider Jaleel McLaughlin like a floor pick. Corum, we just don't know. Like a Keaton Mitchell. Bye week 7. Antonio Gibson, Jesus Christ. Just had flashbacks. Where's Ford go? Ford goes at 189, 188. I don't mind Jarquez here. We'll see who comes back to us. Couple options. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 bye week 12 players. Dart's there at QB, which Dart might be. These 2 might be the most interesting. Hunt's kind of gross. If the dude averaged over like 3.5 yards per carry last year, I'd probably be all over it. And he's gone. No fear Amari's here is tough. Dude, Frank's stealing Keenan Allen at 187 from us. That took a turn for the worst. I like Frank's team. Frank did a good job. Interesting. Interesting. By week 8. Will only be our third by week 8. Let's go Hunter here. Let's go Hunter. Focus on winning the flex. We just don't know how many games we're gonna get out of like, does he start week 4, 5, 6, 9, 8? Daniel Jones, same thing. Like, he probably starts, but how many how many games before he loses the job is, like, the question. And Jarquez, like, yeah, even if Kyron does go down, I like Jarquez, I like the click, but even if you gotta understand, if Kyron goes down, like, he's splitting with Corum. Like, same thing with a lot of these guys. Besides, like Woody's got a pretty good opportunity. All of these guys basically down here are splitting if the starter goes down. There's no like clear number 2 that would get all the work. Nick Chubb here might have been a better click than Jarquez Hunter, but it's the lotto pick. The ceiling's not high. Could have a decent floor with the goal line rule, but it has to be a good offense, right? Like, where's a good landing spot for Nick Chubb? That's the tough question. We bring in one rookie receiver at the end. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Definitely tougher when you have a full room of pounders just giving you hassles here. Let's go live 523, 22, 522. Do you think Mostert's a safe RB2 for the Raiders, or are they live to add someone else? They're definitely live, but I don't see why they would at this time. 2682. Lot of rookies. Not a big fan of that many rookies. 2673 for Ant. 3 late tight ends, perfect. Nice little balance of floor and ceiling. Maybe a little too much ceiling, though. You need Godwin to start pretty hot. Receivers are a little shaky there. We had the 2682 as well with Kyler and Drake May. I want a lot more. I would do a lot more 3 QB builds. Njoku and Ertz. When you see those late QBs that are such a good value in BBM and you see their price here, like up 10 spots, it's like, maybe they should be going a little earlier in BBM. Kyler Drake May, double rushing floor here with the QBs. Gibbs, Irving, Najee Spears, Algier, and Jarquez. All staggered bye weeks except for Jarquez and Gibbs. Cool with that. Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, Sutton, Addison, Diggs, Palmer, Leggett, Bryant, Njoku, and Ertz. Tight ends don't matter. I love that narrative for this year. Tight ends don't matter. They very easily could. They very easily could. If McBride gets 8 touchdowns this year with his workload last year, he could very much matter a shit ton. 3582 for Chaz, Lamar, Bo Nix, and A Rich. Probably won't have too much A Rich in this competition, especially with this start. But CBK, let's see what he had. CMC, Kamara, Ray Day, Eckler, and Hunt. DK, Judy, Shakir, Downs, Bateman, Mims, Slayton, MVS. Yeah, a little gross. The team looks a little gross because of the Bowers click, most likely. Yeah, Kamara goes off at pick 50 in this. I think Frank built a real strong team. 2682, Allen and Fields, Warren and Kincaid's, whatever. K-Walk, Aaron Jones, Judkins, Stevenson, Dobbins, and Estime. Jefferson, AJ Brown, Worthy, Cup, Coleman, Wandale, Keen Allen. Definitely a little spike weekish here. Worthy, AJ Brown, Calvin Austin. I don't think I love AJ Brown this contest at 19, but I could be subject to change my feelings. Keen out 187 is too sick. Jupy, Bakey Bake, Penix, and Shuck. 3 QB build. Frymuth and Jaceki said F them tight ends. Pollard, Caleb Johnson, Charbonnet, Rashad White, Dowdle, Giddens, and Zach Moss. Zach Moss probably isn't a bad last round pick in this. Lamb, London, JSN, Evans, Devonta Smith, and Luther Burden stops at 6. 2 on bye week 5, 2 on bye week 9. Really got to squint. Really got to squint. War Dog, Daniels, McCarthy, and Russ. Andrews, Ferguson, and Pitts is sick. RBs, 3 RBs by B-Rob, BTN, and Corum. I'm cool with that. Neighbors, Ridley, O'Dunes, Mooney, Bugka, Alec Pierce, and Tutu. Yeah, I mean, you get him at 128. Like, play ball, man. Play ball. K-Mize. Draft him from the 9. Mahomes, Bryce Young, and Rodgers. Taylor, Javante, Braylon Allen. I'm probably not going this many RBs with a Genty JT start, but let's see what he ended up doing. Marv, Tet, Olave, Pittman, Hollywood Brown. K-Mize, bro. A lot of capital here at RB. I know you're trying to win the flex here with RB, but holy smokes. With Kittle and Kelsey, 2 tight ends early. 2 bye week 10, 2 bye week 11. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough road. Nick Bach, Purdy, Caleb, and Cam Ward. Actually, going to start 3 receivers. Now you're getting your flex out of RBs, the hope there, but 3-5-8-2. Purdy, Caleb, and Cam Ward. Ingram and Colson Loveland. Good with those 2, especially getting them both at a value. Henry, Achan, Harvey, Justice Hill, and Jalen Wright's cool. So I don't mind this too, right? Like on the weeks that Derrick Henry has that 7-point game or 6-point game, maybe Justice Hill stole the tutty that week, right? So kind of pairing your RBs in this way makes a little more sense, like ping-ponging weeks to advance. I'm definitely a little more open to this. The only problem is like week 12, bro. You only you needed to be Baltimore RB week. You just got Henry and Justice Hill. It's funny. You're probably pretty happy about being in the money at week 12, though. Rice, Adams, Jennings, Golden, Ayuk, Lockett, Diamond Brown, and Wicks. Receivers are fine. I'm a little hesitant to draft Ayuk right now. Does he fall? Do we get negative news about when he can start to practice? Do we get positive news and he rises? I don't think he would rise that much, but that's why I'm maybe a little hesitant. We'll reach on T-Law and Tua, maybe a little thinner with these 2 QBs. No rushing upside, no rushing floor. James Cook, Connor, Warren, Blue, Roshan, Ford, and Sean Tucker. Puka, BTJ, Terry McLaurin, Waddle, Reed, and Tolbert. I like the receivers. I'd probably still want one more receiver. Jonnu Goddard. Probably passing on Likely here and adding. I would love to get another QB on this team. Let's see where Pep. Where did Pep lose out on Staffy? Because that's he never had a chance. He went Tua here, and then Staffy went at 145. Yeah, honestly, for any team that needed a QB, like Sam Darnold could have went as early as 155, in my opinion. We should have went Sam Darnold here at 165, but told you these teams are going to look a lot worse than you think. 3-5-8-2. Goff, Dak, and Stroud was strong, but his 4th receiver was Adam Thielen, I remember. Laporta and Schultz is cool. Mixon, Chuba, Demont, Pacheco, Miles Sanders. You think he's cooking. It looks like he's cooking. Let's see how the receiver room turned out. Amon-Ra, Nico, Pickens, Thielen, Romeo Dobbs, QJ. Okay. You definitely needed someone like that. Michael Wilson, AD. Okay. Okay. Recovered a little bit. You put a bandit, you put a little makeup on the pig there for the receiver room. Put a little makeup on the pig. You got some high upside here. It looks like it's pretty well balanced between the freaking bye weeks. You just have 2 bye week 8s. That's pretty crazy. Nice little balance there on the seesaw. Big Tyler Drake May. So I looking back at my team compared to everyone else's, I'm back to thinking I'm in the middle of the pack somewhere. I think we did okay. Not too heavy on any single bye week. All right, boys. Landed. Yeah, you landed. You're good. You're good. I mean, all the airbags are open and like people are screaming, babies are crying, but like you landed it. You you landed it. You changed traded Hurts, Devonta Smith, JT Jacobs for Caleb Brees, Kanine Pickens. 227 firsts. Who won? And you got the 2 firsts? If you got the 2 firsts, you won, bro. Caleb Brees, Kanine Pickens. That's an interesting one. That's a thick trade right there. That is like trading franchises like entirely. But appreciate you guys showing up again, day in, day out. Another couple puppies down, another eliminator. If you just joined us on that last draft. And we gave a little sneak peek of the overlay to start the draft, bestballoverlay.com. If you guys want an overlay to get the edge in these rooms, I fully recommend it, especially now where people are starting to get into this stuff now. It's the lowest percent it will ever be of people using draft tools. That is when you want to use them. It's before the majority are using them. That's when the edge is to getting them. Bestballoverlay.com, promo code Pounders, all caps. Biggest edge in best ball. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Slap the like on the way out. Hit the sub if you guys enjoy the content. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Pounders.